Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is ECW. I am sick and tired of this show being from Chicago because it's like we taped 47 weeks in a row, which we actually did, spoilers. Nevertheless, we are here for ECW and we're going to kick things off with the two men who will be contesting for Seth Rollins' ECW Television Championship this Sunday at SummerSlam, that being The Undertaker and The Miz. Undertaker heading towards the ring right now. Of course, as I announced last week, Taker and The Miz had a match at a live event, which was to determine the number one contender. It ended in a draw between the two, a double countout, but I have decided, as the general manager of this brand, to give it to both guys, making it a triple threat matchup. So, at SummerSlam, it will be a triple threat matchup, but Undertaker and Miz will meet tonight one-on-one. Hopefully, we'll have a winner between one of these two men. But, yeah, it's a big night tonight. We've got the big lead into SummerSlam for our main event of the evening, and we will also determine who will be taking, well, potentially determining who will be taking on the Ascension. More on that when we get to it, but The Undertaker this Sunday could close in on a Triple Crown Championship. Undertaker, of course, a former WWE Champion and World Tag Team Champion with his brother Kane. But now Undertaker looks to become a Triple Crown Champion, and he could do that at SummerSlam. However, he's got to watch out because he's sharing the ring with Seth Rollins, who has become the longest reigning ECW television champion, I believe now clocking in at 100 and something days. I wish I remembered it. It's slipped over my mind already. But as we're here as well, anyway, actually, The Miz is coming out. I will talk about this momentarily. I mean, he's not exactly the happiest of news, but I will get to it in a moment. When this video comes out, I would like to congratulate Bobby Fish on becoming the longest reigning champion in this universe when it comes to holding a singles title, successfully holding that Intercontinental Championship for over 205 days, breaking the record held by Ted DiBiase. So there we have it. Of course, the longest reign in this universe still goes to the Shield at 355 days as WWE Tag Team Champions. And, well, if Bobby Fish wants to hold on to that Intercontinental Championship for another 6 months, the choice is his. It also depends anyway if anyone can beat that, if anyone can take that title off him. Nevertheless, I just completely talked over the Miz's entrance to talk about someone on a different brand. But let's move on. Miz, Taker, to kick things off here on ECW. Let's do it. Alright, Undertaker and The Miz. We will get a winner between these two. I assume so tonight, unless we decide to end in another double countout. Of course, both of these men, as I said, looking to build momentum towards SummerSlam. The winner would hugely benefit from it. Let's talk through tonight's card, though, very quickly. All one-on-one matches tonight. After this, the next two matches could help determine the number one contender for the ECW Tag Team titles. We have Viktor going one-on-one with Austin Aries, who represents the Dirty Heels with Curtis Axel. If Aries beats Viktor, then it will be the Dirty Heels getting the shot at the ECW Tag Team titles. After that, Seth Rollins goes one-on-one with Baron Corbin. If, what was I going to say? If Aries fails to beat Viktor, but Corbin beats Rollins, then we will have a tag team matchup between the Four Horsemen and the Ascension once more. And for our main event of the evening, a pretty big one to say the least, 6-man tag, the New World Order, who will challenge for Michael Bennett's ECW Championship in just a few days, will go up against Michael Bennett himself, Sheamus, who was taken out by the NWO last week in a 2-on-1 handicap match, and the Cruiserweight Champion, Neville, who prepares, of course, for his title defense against Daniel Bryan. It is going to be interesting that the NWO is competing not only tonight, but 2 nights from now at SmackDown. It seems as if Hall and Nash are wearing themselves out. It seems so, anyway. That's 3 matches in just a few days, unless the NWO are going to be looking for an excuse as to why they didn't capture the ECW Championship. I'm not too sure about that. We'll see what's going to happen when the time comes around. But right now, The Miz is not getting the best of luck against The Undertaker. There's a counter, though, by The Miz. Miz with an Irish whip, pulls him back, and gets a neck breaker there onto the dead man.
Is he still conscious? Man, that looked bad.
Miz picking up Undertaker, but there's a quick counter.
Well, if you're standing across the ring from the Undertaker,
oh!
You better know that the
Throat chop there by Taker. Seth Rollins warming up for his match because we'll be paying attention, taking notes, just like he does the architect of the new era of ECW that took place, that swept through ECW last year. And has continued to lead on here today with champions such as Michael Bennett. Seth Rollins, of course, still playing a key vocal point in that with being ECW television champion. Of course, congratulations to Rollins on becoming the longest reigning television champion, beating out Cesaro's reign, which was, of course, something that Wade Barrett couldn't do, courtesy of help from the NWO. Short arm clothesline there by The Undertaker. Miz attempted a top rope elbow drop as I was talking, missed it, and well, now he's paying the price for it. Undertaker seems back in control. Counter there by the dead man. Leaping clothesline. Undertaker just nailed him down there, and now he's looking to put the final nail in Miz's proverbial coffin. And he might look to bury him this Sunday at SummerSlam, but right now, Miz placed in the coffin, courtesy of the Tombstone Piledriver. Cover on Miz. 1, 2, 3. Undertaker, the win over Miz, benefits him heading into this Sunday. The Undertaker, your winner here tonight. A convincing win over The Miz as well, on top of that. Did it with ease. The Miz not getting a whole lot of offense in this matchup, but that might cost him. Unless, I know he might have been trying to save himself maybe for this Sunday, but it hasn't worked out all that well. Undertaker, your winner. And now, he's the one with the momentum. And Miz currently lacking. We'll see what's going to happen regarding Seth Rollins later on tonight. But right now, things are looking up for The Undertaker and down for The Miz. Perhaps 6 feet down by the end of SummerSlam. Anyway, let's move on to our next contest. Viktor versus Austin Aries. If Aries wins, the Dirty Heels will challenge the Ascension. Well, here we go. There's only one of them, but one of them's enough for a certain event to take place in Chicago, and that is for the Ascension to rise! See, he's got it in his Twitter handle. What do you mean from the wasteland? Fucking Lillian. Killing Viktor's character. Oh, he's about the Ascension of the Wasteland. I'm from Canada. Oh, feel me. Viktor alone without Connor last time. Viktor alone without Connor. The last time the Ascension went one-on-one, it was Connor going one-on-one with Baron Corbin, which backfired. Baron Corbin defeated Connor, and the same could happen here tonight. Could Austin Aries, the only man in this universe to hold all 3 world titles, be the one to get the win over Viktor? Can the Dirty Heels go to SummerSlam and get a shot at that ECW Tag Team Championship? It's all down to Austin Aries, really. as he makes his way towards the ring with these pink vest he's got on, which apparently he's enjoyed wearing ever since he joined ECW. Great job there. I mean, each to their own, I suppose. Austin Aries. I mean, since this guy lost the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, not been the best of times for the self-proclaimed greatest man that ever lived. But of course now in this tag team with Curtis Axel, who had a much more successful Mania but hasn't been able to capitalize on it ever since that event. Well, I mean, a wrong and a right are going to meet together. Right now they are kind of two wrongs. Can they benefit from that and go on to capture the tag team titles? Of course, I might be looking a little bit too far into that. I say that because, well, when you think about it, he's got to beat Viktor first. And I mean, no offense to Viktor, but you are taking on a two-time world champion, the first ever ECW champion, and a former WWE champion, and a former two-time Intercontinental champion, and the 2015 Royal Rumble winner. I'm not trying to defend Austin Aries in any way, shape, or form. But I'm just saying it's not an easy road for Viktor to get through here tonight. Austin Aries is one of the biggest names we've got in our universe. He is one of, by far, the most successful people in this universe. And of course, a tag team win would give him a Triple Crown championship. The thing as well, he's tag teaming with a now two-time ECW tag team champion in Curtis Axel. He held it once with his father, Mr. Perfect, and he held it, of course, with EC3 near the end of the 1%ers, which is where, of course, that feud came about from. And that, to be fair, sleeper match at WrestleMania, a very underrated match heading in, but when we got out of it, wow, it was something else. It was really entertaining, I gotta say. But since then, Axel was unable to capitalize on it. He hasn't been able to get any further opportunities. And of course, I've questioned his allegiance towards ECW and perhaps to the NWO. But it seems if Axel, maybe like Aries, is just his own man. Right now, however, it seems as if they've got no intentions of anything towards the NWO. I mean, they're taking on one half of the ECW Tag Team Champions right now. Tilt-A-Whirl DDT there by Austin Aries. Does make me question where Connor and Curtis Axel are. Good counter there by Viktor, however. He may be at a disadvantage going up against Austin Aries, but he's going to fight through it. And that's tenacity right there. Uh-oh. Big backdrop, though. Down goes Viktor. What will Aries look for to try and benefit him maybe in this matchup? Whatever it was, he gets countered. Send it to the turnbuckle by Viktor. Suplex maybe. Countered, and Aries connects with one of his own. Oh, puts him down there and goes for a quick pin after that suplex. Took him a little bit too long to go for it, though. And that's how Viktor was able to get the shoulder up at 2. Or 1 even. Oh! Cracking kick to the head there. Austin Aries now from behind. Viktor in trouble. Drops him down. Oh, the discus elbow. The discus forearm even. To the back. Might just be out of it. Austin Aries is going to look to make sure of that one, though. Hooks him in. Viktor might be in trouble. We may have new number 1 contenders for the tag titles. Brainbuster. Viktor apparently busted open, but you can barely see it. Over his rising cuts. Cover by Austin Aries. He gets 2. And he gets... No! Wow, Viktor with a kick out at 2. I didn't expect that. Viktor still in this one. Crucifix roll up by Aries right after it. 1, 2. No, Viktor kicks out again. Viktor really staying in this one right now, even with the blood on his head. STO, I believe that's his signature maneuver. Cover by Viktor after it. Only a 1 count. The former world champion is not going to fall down to that. I believe it took 2 or 3 package pile drivers at WrestleMania from Kevin Owens to put him down for good. Big forearm there. Oh no, speaking of forearms, he's looking for another one. Drops him down. Forearm to the back.
Yeah, there's no recovering from that one. This match has taken so much out of
He
this
might
guy.
just be down and out.
But man, this has been physical.
Aries picks him up, but gets countered there by Viktor. Viktor pulling off a nice counter. Shoulder chops. Oh, I might have been looking for his finisher there. Could have been looking for the uppercut. Aries gets brought down to a snapmare before he could potentially go for his brain buster there, which I assume was the move that Austin Aries had in mind following the counter. Viktor's signature uppercut. Here comes a counter now by Aries. He's getting out of it. Elbows. And running forearm. Here goes Aries to the top rope. What will he look for? Big elbow drop connecting down. And now Aries, we've seen this in the past. Suplex back breaker. God, just planting him down there. Down goes Viktor. Cover here. Aries using the ropes to his advantage. There's 1, 2, and 3. Austin Aries with the use of the ropes just because has got the win. And now the Dirty Heels will challenge the Ascension.
Here's your winner, the Great Austin Aries.
There you have it. It is now been set. Unfortunately for Baron Corbin, his next match against Seth Rollins is more so just to try and prove a point than what it is to try and get the 4 Horsemen anyway. Aries with the win. The Dirty Heels will challenge the Ascension this Sunday. Let's move on though to Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Here comes Seth Rollins, the man, as I still call him. My man. Seth Rollins heading towards, coming up for this matchup now against Baron Corbin. I believe this is the first matchup we'll see between these two guys.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, the ECW World Television Champion, Seth Rollins.
Gotta say as well, I do approve of the new ECW set. I didn't comment on it last week, but yes, I like the set. It's an improvement over the one we did have before. Seth Rollins coming towards the ring right now. I believe actually champions who held it after Mania are currently on, I want to say 130, oh god, I have to guess, 136, 37 or thereabouts. I think it's about that, which is, it's 17 days longer than what Cesaro held it for, I can say that. Seth Rollins can celebrate that all he wants. Here is Rollins in the ring, awaiting the arrival of Baron Corbin, formerly the Lone Wolf, now of course a member of the 4 Horsemen. The 4 Horsemen, of course, have had a pretty rocky start ever since arriving here. I think the problem is for the 4 Horsemen, they're caught right now in the big conflict between the NWO and ECW. Once that is resolved, sorry for the burp. Once that is resolved, I think the I think the 44 Horsemen, the 54 Immortals, will be able to find success after this whole ECW NWO fiasco. War, we should say, is what it has become. Comes to an end. And I'm looking forward to the day that does come to an end. The day we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Because that war will not end until the NWO dies. It's amazing how far 3 men can get. It is really amazing that 3 men have been able to stranglehold ECW and put it in a conflict of war for the last 10 months. There are times when we act like there's nothing. You look at the bottom of the card and it seems like there's nothing there. But at the top, it's an utter war. And I will get to talking about more of that later on in our main event. But right now, Corbin and Rollins locking up. And oh god, already, Corbin wants to send Rollins to the outside. Seth Rollins saw the success of The Undertaker earlier tonight and saw The Miz struggling to pick up his win. Will Rollins try and look for a win himself here, knowing the position that The Miz is in? Well, obviously he's going to look for the win. That was a stupid question to ask. Oh, good spinning heel kick by Rollins there. As now he looks to try and further his offense here on Corbin. Quick strikes onto Corbin now. Irish whip off the ropes comes Corbin into a, I don't know what really to call that. Rollins going to head actually right for the top rope already, looking to fly. Went for a frog splash, a rotating frog splash, a 180. And he didn't get it anyway. Rollins rolls out of the way of that attempted strike by Corbin. Oh my god, he elbowed the ref! The ref no selling that shit. Body in the back. No, good landing by Rollins. Kind of caught the rope there. Corbin reverses that. Got a bit of a technical dozy-do going on here until Corbin decided, fuck it, let's go back to the outside. Woo! Someone wanted to tell Corbin the Royal Rumble was 7 months ago.
Hopefully this WWE action is helping you get through those midweek.
Seth Rollins up to his feet here. Tilt-a-whirl DDT on the outside. You can guarantee that that is very thin padding. Seth Metal! Corbin returns to the ring. Front face lock. Would be nice if the next move he does isn't an Irish whip. It is going to be... Oh my god, a scoop slam. And, well, I thought it was just going to be a regular body slam there. Instead, he threw him away. Magma! Oh my goodness! He got magma! Baron Corbin has gone magma! No, that didn't get him that far, did it? Seth Rollins with a reversal there, kicking away Corbin. He's actually able to get up to his feet. He's allowing Corbin up, and I think Rollins is actually just looking to catch his breath for a moment. Suplex maybe. Up in the air. Corbin with a big knee, though, to get out of that one. Kick to the gut. Counter by Rollins, though. Forearm across the face. These guys are having quite a back-and-forth matchup between the two. Rollins backs out of the turnbuckle, caught you, and maybe in a snap suplex. Corbin gets that nice and quick snap suplex. Follows up with a cover here, trying to put away Rollins early on. He gets one, and that's all he's going to get. The former ECW champion there, kicking out. Oh, but getting kicked in the back. Has a problem for kicking out. Wrenching on his neck now. Rollins unable to get out of the grip that Corbin has on his head. Of course, unlike the superstars of Raw, ECW does not have that long to recover after their matches, so anything that goes on in this match for Seth Rollins will have a lasting effect heading into SummerSlam. Rollins, however, though, is really going at it with Corbin here tonight. These guys still technical, back and forth countering, and I'm really enjoying this right now. Corbin is showing his best against Seth Rollins. Front face lock again. Big, powerful knee to the face there. Once again, Rollins counters, kick to the gut. Corbin counters back. Oh, Corbin went to run into the turnbuckle. He counters, and he counters again. My God, these guys do not stop countering each other. Corbin gets countered. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Corbin rests. Finally in the turnbuckle. Uh-oh. Rollins. I was expecting maybe a buckle bomb or something, but Rollins is just putting that out of the window. We're going flying. We're going to the outside. Superplex. A superplex to the outside. Rollins and Corbin crashing and burning there. Both men are down. Rollins slowly getting up to his feet. I think trying to finish off Corbin here, but Corbin's the one to send Rollins back in the ring. Elbow and a leg drop. Undertaker will be in touch. Rolling back into the ring here. Baron Corbin now has Seth Rollins down. This has backfired something awful on Seth Rollins. Corbin. Big punch to the side of the head. The Big Show will be in contact. Corbin with an Irish whip here. Oh, went for a big boot. Rollins just able to get out of the way of that. Gets caught with a punch. Reverses the attempted slam. Pushes away Corbin now. Big punch to the face. Nice punch there. And now Rollins are going to get a little bit dirty, it seems. Rollins taking some interesting advantages, I should say, to try and get the win. Gonna head up to the top rope here. Incoming. Phoenix Splash connects onto Corbin. Cover here on Corbin. He gets two. No! Corbin with a late kick out at two there. My God, these guys really going at it. Gotta give props to Corbin here on a really strong performance right now. Reverse DDT by Rollins. I was about to say Corbin looking in a bit of trouble, but he reverses that running clothesline. God, you see Seth Rollins' head snap back there in the turnbuckle. Up on his knee now. Corbin picks him up. Elbow to the head. Looking for a power bomb here. Rollins counters out of it with a good DDT. And Rollins in the turnbuckle now, looking for his signature. Avara Kedavra misses. Corbin gets out of the way. Rollins with a counter back. My God, these guys just countering for everything. Rollins dropping down to a knee. This is apparently just a little bit too much. Needs a quick break.
How much more? How much more are you willing to pay?
Corbin getting up to his feet, but here we go now. Rollins sending Corbin into the turnbuckle. The ref very nearly getting in the way of Rollins' run there. Reverse STO into the turnbuckle. Seth Rollins now has Corbin right where he wants, and he's the one in control. And he's going to have to look to try and put this match to rest pretty soon. Looking for a suplex here. Oh, we've seen this in the past. Suplex into a schoolboy. Cover here by Rollins, or small package even. Will he get it? No! Corbin with an emphatic kick at it too. He really hasn't got that much offense going recently, Baron Corbin. Rollins in the home stretch. Just needs to... Oh, never mind. Corbin throwing him back into the turnbuckle there. Lovely big boot though to the face. Corbin out of the front face lock. What about his throat, and just sending him down there. Corbin dragging Rollins away from the ropes. They're covered again on Rollins. There's 1, 2, not 3, however. Rollins kicking out. Corbin on both knees. Rollins getting up before him. You can see which one of these guys is the fresher one. Nice knee there by Rollins. And here we go, looking for it again. Avara Kedavra, this time right in the face of Baron Corbin. Rollins picks him up here, but Corbin having none of that. Oh, reverses into a short arm clothesline. Rollins down. And Corbin's going to look for the end of days here to put this one to rest. Baron Corbin. No, okay, that's definitely not the end of the days. End of the days. Well, that backfired there. Front face lock right now. Rollins grabbing Corbin, sending him into the turnbuckle. Here we go. Baron Corbin, not where you want to be with Seth Rollins. Buckle bomb. Rollins down on one knee, barely able to have anything left in him. Seth Rollins wants Corbin up on his feet to finish him off here. Will this be the fate of The Undertaker or The Miz come Sunday? Curb stomp to Corbin. Cover by Rollins. 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins your winner, but my God, that was not an easy win for Rollins. Fair play to Corbin on probably the best performance I've seen in that man's career. Seth Rollins, though, having the wherewithal to find a way out of that end of days that wasn't really looking like an end of days. Nail that buckle bomb and the curb stomp. That's the question right now. Can anyone take that ECW Television Championship away from Seth Rollins? You could say The Undertaker. Maybe not so sure about The Miz. But Seth Rollins is looking good to walk out of SummerSlam still ECW Television Champion. We're going to move on to our main event of the evening now. The NWO against Europe's Finest and Michael Bennett. Let's do it to it. Here we go. Main event of the evening, 6-man tag. The last time the NWO won a 6-man tag, they threw it away. What will happen tonight? The New World Order heading towards the ring. As I said, the last time they were in a 6-man tag match, they threw it away to Europe's Finest only. so that they could gain the benefit of attacking them after the match and putting them in a severe weakness when it came to SummerSlam, when it came to WrestleMania, I should say. Kevin Nash, a thirsty horse, drinking his ball of water as he heads towards the ring. Paul, Cesaro, and Nash. These three men will challenge Michael Bennett this Sunday. I was talking earlier about how it always seems like the end of how three men have turned this roster, this brand, into war. And even though there's only three of them, it always feels like we're outnumbered. It always feels like ECW's outnumbered to the NWO. And that couldn't be more true than heading into this Sunday, when it comes down to a fatal four-way matchup. When it comes down to that, will the NWO, with their huge number advantage, what will they do? I talked about this on Velocity. Will they go for a fatal four-way, or will they 3-on-1 it? Neville, of course, he's not really focusing on that, because he's focusing on another matchup, the potential match of the night candidate already, when Neville squares off one-on-one with Daniel Bryan. Bryan looking for a Grand Slam championship, Neville looking to hold on to that title. Neville, of course, he was involved. I believe it was him who got the pinfall on, I think it was Kevin Nash, for the NWO to lose the tag team titles at WrestleMania. Sheamus was, of course, the other man involved in that matchup. Neville should be a Triple Crown champion, but of course to do that you need a world title, and that is the only title Neville does not hold.
From Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Sheamus heading towards the ring here. Last week, his tag team partner Wade Barrett was attacked backstage by the NWO and was left out of the match. Sheamus went on it 2-on-1, and unfortunately for him, he suffered a loss, of course, at the hands of the NWO. No real shock there, but if Wade Barrett was in that matchup, maybe it would have been a different scenario. Sheamus getting up on that second turnbuckle as he looks to do battle with the NWO once more. As for the situation regarding Wade Barrett, I can announce that he will more than likely be in action next week. He will make his return, and hopefully he'll take on one of the members of the NWO, but we'll see what's going to happen at SummerSlam, of course. We could have a new ECW champion. But, as I said on Velocity, there is one man I want to walk out as ECW champion, and that is him right there. This man has done everything to hold on to that title. He's done everything right. And I know he's outnumbered heading into this Sunday, but Michael Bennett needs to walk out of SummerSlam ECW champion.
The ECW World Heavyweight Champion,
Michael Bennett has to do this. He has no other choice. I hate to put pressure on someone, but ECW this Sunday relies on the Miracle himself. Michael Bennett pulled off something extraordinary at WrestleMania. A once-in-a-lifetime moment. But the NWO is still here to fight. They're still here to do battle. They're still here to go to war. And this Sunday, Michael Bennett enters a fatal four-way. He enters war with the NWO, but he enters it alone. Scott Hall is going to start things off with Neville. Oh, God! Running right into Neville there. I believe the last time these two men were involved with each other one-on-one, it was Scott Hall hitting an outsider's edge up on the entrance, up on the stage, onto pure steel.
These guys are giving it their all here tonight. Not just
so I think that was the last time they took each other on, but now they're here tonight. Hall. I think this is the tactic the NWO has to go for. Europe's finest, and oh my God, he's no. Oh my God, German suplex by Neville, the Cruiserweight champion. Not looking to play nice against the NWO. Bennett waiting on the apron. This is the tactic the NWO has to go for, as I was about to say. Bennett and Sheamus may have made the wrong decision in electing Neville to go in first, or if Neville agreed to it, I don't know. It was a bad decision because you've got the smallest guy in the ring. If he's down, if he's weakened and he can't make the tag, you have a 300-pounder in Kevin Nash. You have a, 260-pounder in Scott Hall, and you have one of the most technically gifted wrestlers on the planet in Cesaro in that turnbuckle. And there you go, Neville's already been sent into it, but he counters out of it. Fair play to Neville there. Needs to get out of that turnbuckle as quickly as possible. That was a bad idea, but oh, he gets a reverse hurricanrana thanks to Nash missing his punch there. He's walking awkwardly, and now we're going to see the tag to his fellow member, Europe's finest. Sheamus in the ring here. Hall and Sheamus now, and Hall not afraid to do a little business in his own in their corner, just like we saw Neville with the reverse hurricanrana. Hall off their second rope with an elbow drop. My God, he actually jumped quite far to hit that, all things considered.
It don't take long for the aggression to escalate.
Oh, here comes the power of Hall. We saw this last week. Fall away slam to Sheamus. That is not an easy feat. That is a showing of power by Hall. Counter, however, by Sheamus. Hall might want to look to tag out here, but Sheamus has him right now. Nice back suplex there. Flips him over.
Despite what you might think of Scott Hall as a competitor, King.
Oh, Sheamus countered there. Hall attacks the arm, and he's going to make a quick run to get around Sheamus, and in comes the big man, Kevin Nash, now in the ring. Nash and Hall, of course, this Friday on SmackDown will defend their WWE Tag Team titles against LAX, Eddie Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio. Good counter there by Sheamus. And now, Sheamus with a... Oh! Interesting. Suplex there. Oh, Nash with a painful kick to the gut. Follows it up with that clothesline there. Sheamus down, and Nash picking him up here. Irish whip, off the ropes he comes, and brought into a Winds of Change. Comedy, funny one. Cesaro just watching on the apron right now. Nash grabs him by his head, throws him into the turnbuckle. Here we go. I just talked about a tag made. In comes Cesaro. Kick to the gut of the man whose jaw he broke a little over a year ago. Single overhook suplex there. Cesaro looking for something, but now he's got himself caught right in the turnbuckle of these three guys. But the problem is now he's actually in the way. The ref distracted. Will the ref... Oh, Sheamus wasn't going to go for a tag there. It's like he noticed the ref wouldn't see it. Gut wrench suplex. Should make the tag out. Now will the Miracle be tagged in? The ECW champion is in the ring. Bennett hitting the ring. Bennett and Cesaro. Oh! Cesaro cracking Bennett with a big boot there. And now Bennett not looking in the best of shape right now. Oh, good slam there onto Cesaro. We've been waiting for this actual one-on-one legitimate matchup since WrestleMania. Or since after WrestleMania even. Here we go. Cesaro's been wanting vengeance for this. Michael Bennett was, of course, the man to pin him at WrestleMania to take the ECW title away from him. Cesaro has never been happy about that since. Irish whip. Bennett hits the turnbuckle. Oh, here we go. The double teams begin. Send him into the turnbuckle. Nash grabs him and a chop across the chest. Tag made. Cesaro doesn't want any more of Michael Bennett, it seems. The big man now. Kevin Nash tagged in from behind right away. Oh, that big elbow being driven across the chest there of Bennett. This would actually be the smartest tactic. Keep Bennett in the ring. Wear him down, tire him out, so this Sunday he is in no shape to walk out of SummerSlam ECW champion. I just gave a tip to the NWO, didn't I? Oh, I'm going to kill myself. Irish whip counter there. Oh, here we go. Nash over the top rope. Bennett not capitalizing on it. What was he doing? He just stood there. Straight into a front face lock now. Bennett. And a stretch move here. He's got just stretching the shoulders of Kevin Nash. Submission. I mean, I know he made Kevin Nash tap out in the past, but I don't think he was going to do it off of that. Bennett bounces out of the turnbuckle again. I don't think Kevin Nash is too happy about that. Tag made. Back in comes Cesaro now. Double team in the ring. Just, oh! Both men just making him face plant into the mat there. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. This time he stays there, but he counters it. From behind, Cesaro with a quick crossbody reversal. And Nash is not really doing anything about getting on an apron here. Tag made. In comes Scott Hall now.
That's how devastating it is.
Oh, kick to the gut. Yeah, yes. Suplex powerbomb. And he nails it. Bennett should make the tag out right now, in my opinion. He should tag in Neville or someone like that, or maybe just tag Sheamus back in. And Neville going to get the tag back in here. Smart idea there by Bennett. Save himself for this Sunday. He's got to take on all three of these guys at once. Neville has him up against the ropes here. Might have been looking for something, but Hall having none of that. Oh, look at him. He's trying to goad Sheamus and Bennett into the ring here. And now pointing to his NWO brethren. Kick to the gut. Caught by Neville. Sends him down. Single leg Boston Crab now. The Cruiserweight champion looking to try and get hold of tap out here. Not going to happen. Counter there by Hall. Looked like he might have been looking for his signature choke slam there. Punch to the ribs. And now he's got him for his signature choke slam. Neville down and could be out. Looks like he's going to immediately follow up with it. The NWO could be closing in on a big win ahead of this Sunday. Hall has him up. Oh no. Scott Hall. Outsider's edge. Right in the middle of the ring to Neville. Hall dragging Neville towards the corner of the NWO. Nash wants in, but looks like they're going to go right for the win. We got 1, 2, and Nash just stood there. Allowing Sheamus to pick up that, to break that move up, I should say. In the turnbuckle goes Neville. Tag made in. Oh my god. Kevin Nash. Holy shit. Cross body by Kevin Nash. Neville in real trouble. Perhaps Kevin Nash is now eligible for the Cruiserweight Championship. Looking for something here. Oh, big punches there. Sending Neville right back down. Oh, he missed a big punch. Neville was too small to hit. Come on, Neville. Tagging Sheamus. Tagging Bennett. Bennett back in. The ECW champion returns to the ring. Gets... Oh, no. Oh, no. This is not good. No, 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 no. That's not good. No, he's actually not going to go for the jackknife yet. Sends him back into the turnbuckle. Bennett reverses. Had enough time there. Oh, but Nash pulls out the reversal. Oh, no. Incoming jackknife. Jackknife. Powerbomb. Down goes Bennett. Cover by Nash. Both men in the ring. Trying to stop it. Bennett kicks out. Just calamity in the ring there to try and get a pinfall. Thankfully, Michael Bennett kicks out. Cesaro putting the boots to Neville here, his former NWO man, who of course he's going to have problems with. Sheamus trying to get in the ring there, trying to save Bennett as he crawled around there. Hall was tagged in meanwhile. Neville actually trying to turn his attention towards Cesaro right now. No, he's just going to walk past him. That was a smart idea, actually. Sheamus dropped, Nash dropped off the apron. And now with Bennett in trouble here, Cesaro gets the tag back in. And, oh! Throws him right back down. And now we could see the strength of Cesaro on display. Here they come. One gut wrench.
suplex, and this thing is as good as over.
Hey, don't get the cart before the
A
horse, Cole.
second gut wrench. And a third gut wrench. 3 deadlift gut wrench suplexes. Cesaro wants to be the one to end it. Cesaro wants to pin Bennett, and if he nails this, this could very well be it. Neutralizer by Cesaro. Bennett down and maybe out. Cover. Here we go. We go 1, 2, 3. The NWO are victorious in the main event.
Here are your winners, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Cesaro. The NWO.
The New World Order victorious here tonight.
I have a feeling they're going to be talking about this win for a while. I wasn't completely convinced.
Well,
these three
that
were the same
just
thing throughout the
sucks.
entire match, but they were certainly able
Those 3
to
men
overcome issues to pick up
have the momentum heading into this Sunday. And the question to ask is, will one of those 3 men head out of SummerSlam ECW champion? The worst man possible got pinned in that match. Unfortunately, Michael Bennett takes the pin. Imagine the confidence the NWO will have heading into that matchup, and I hope Bennett can find a way to get around that confidence that the NWO have and walk out of SummerSlam still ECW champion. That's what I hope for, at least, but until then, time can only tell. That'll end this episode of the Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.